Welcome back to Software Programming Teacher channel. Today I'm going to present introduction of design patterns, and then I have selected two topics here. One is brief history of design pattern and what is design pattern. Let's move to topic number 1, brief history of design pattern. Brief history of design pattern. Christopher Alexander is the father of design pattern. He is from Austria. He started at 1977, pattern-oriented as an architecture concept. Kent Beck, he also one of the father of design pattern. He is from America. He well-known person as a creator of extreme programming and TDD. Yeah, TDD means test-driven development. He presented at Object-Oriented Programming System Language Application Conference at 1987 with idea of applying programming and presenting the result. Ward Cunningham, he is from USA. He is well known as a contributor of extreme programming technologies. He presented at Object-Oriented Programming System Language and Conference Application Conference at 1987 with idea of applying programming and presenting their own results. Rich Gama is from Zurich. He is well known as a Swiss computer scientist. He is in expert Eclipse Java development editor, and with Kent Beck, he, he co-wrote, co-wrote the JUnit software testing framework, which help of creating test-driven development. As I mentioned in the previous slide, Kent Beck is well known for test-driven development. It's influenced with all software industry. He also lead the design of the Eclipse platform, Java development tool. Now, actually, question is what is design pattern? See, when we interacting with any other guy or when we sitting with in front of interviewer, we'll think differently. How? We know that actually design pattern means we think like our structural design pattern and creator and behavior patterns, and then we are not think about what is design patterns. When interviewer ask what is design pattern, immediately we'll like our face will be go huggy, and then we'll think what is this, why are you asking this question. Yes, this is actually I have also faced so many times this kind of questions. That's the reason today I'm going to teach you or teach you teach you or what is design pattern. This is main. Actually we have to understand what is design pattern, why we need a design pattern is a general reusable solution to commonly occurring problems within a given context in software design. That means actually this is a design pattern is a general solution. We are thinking like totally different. How means what I can say like now. Sometimes some people say like C sharp design pattern. Some people say like Java design pattern. Some people say like C++ design pattern. See, those are they created. They are the language perspective. But actually, design pattern means this is general reusable solution for commonly occurring problems. That means this is reusable solution only. It's not like specifically any language or any programming or any project. This is general reusable solution come, and then occurring problems when we designing it will create some problems within given a context of software design. When we doing design, this is a simple and proper understanding description for what is design patterns. Please understand this one, because of when we starting to learn design patterns, in that time we feel like design pattern means only we'll think like structural, behavioral and creator patterns. Guys, please understand, design pattern is a general reusable solution to commonly occurring problems within a given context in the software design. Reusable, how it will flow. Just I'm going to present flow, reusable solutions. That means when we thinking reusable, we have a solution there. We have to think the solution. Commonly occurring, what will occur? The problems. And then when we creating software, that software is required design. That's the reason we this is called as a design patterns. Next point. When design patterns should use. Before going, what is the benefits of design pattern? Just I'm going to present where we can't use that design pattern. You can consider not to use design pattern with below types of projects. Yes, sometimes we have to think this one also. If we say design pattern means I can use design patterns here, there, and then we can like we are going to present like yeah, this project we can use design patterns. First we have to think whether the project it's required or not. If it is required, then only we can start using design pattern. Otherwise, if use design patterns, it's like it's taking time, and then the code format, a coding guidelines, and then the thinking way. It may waste for learning purpose, that is okay. But actually project in you are working in the company. Please think when we need to use design patterns. Just I wanted to learn. I wanted to include this design pattern in this project. If you try to use that way, sometime the project will create a impact. If you top level management will think like what is the impact of these issues, in that time that person come to know we are using design patterns without having any knowledge, just learning purpose we have used. In that time the project will go off because of you people are spend time more. If the spending time with design patterns, that should be useful. Please, before using design patterns, understand the requirement. If the requirement is clear and the requirement is completely successful, and then whatever you have that is reusable, then only please plan for design patterns. Just have three more points here. The project will not be change any functionality in future. That means when you writing the project started and end one time. The requirement is over. After completing requirement, you are not planning to implement anything in that project. Are you going to? You are not going to add any functionality in that project. In that time, please don't use the design patterns. This is also second point. If the project requirement there is no plan to enhancement in the code, in that time also please don't use the design patterns. If it is not required, please maintain well coding standard. That is okay, because of coding standard is very important when someone developing project. in that time very important, but actually design pattern is very important when we are going to enhancement, when we are going to reuse that project. In that time that is very important. Please think when we need design patterns. Another point, proof of concept or prototype projects. See, sometime what will happen, some people think like I can use the design patterns in the proof of concept and prototype projects, because of when I'm presenting in the management or a project manager, a technical person, in that time I can explain you what are the things I have used here. See, here actually we are doing only proof of concept, we are not doing any project. This is a prototype. If that is success, then they will take it. Otherwise, they will throw in the dustbin. If the prototype is success or proof of concept is success, even though after success also the project manager, a technical person, architectures, they will define their own designs, and then they will decide whether the design patterns is required or not, and then they will decide when the pattern is expected, which pattern is expected. Please think about this way, when design patterns is not required, when it's required. Yeah, I think hopefully these points are, I'm giving more, but actually this is very important. Please think before adding design patterns, where we need to add. Benefits of using design patterns. See, actually just I mentioned before where we don't want to use the design patterns. Now I'm going to give where we can use the design patterns. Point number one. When we're using design patterns, it will speed up the development process by providing testings, proven development programs. That means the speed. See, design pattern means the big project is there. The big project, when we define design patterns, in that time we can use the code, reuse the code. If not reusing the code, or else we can think tightly coupling. That is also very bad. When we defining design patterns, it will speed up. That means the project, if I'm using any one component I have written, the component code, it's very important to you reuse that other places also. In that time, this will help us to move fastly, because of already that guy is developed. We can reuse that one. How we can reuse? With defining our own design patterns. It's not like just you we can use it and we can reuse the code and then we can develop it, but actually we have to think defining reusable components and then which design pattern is required. This details I'm going to explain you on next other way. Every video I'm going to present one design patterns, because of every design pattern will take time, and then that is actually when we explaining, the user should understand that clearly and then with code, and then this details also I'm providing in the blog. Please visit my blog also. Point number two, reusing design patterns help to prevent subtle issues then that can major problems. Yes, the very important here, just think about, can major problems. Yes, and it also improve the code readability for coders. Yes, see, that's a very important. When see one thing I want to mention here, in the team we have a 5 members. 5 members are developing different kind of codes. If the guy written one code, if another guy can't read that code, understand the code, then what is that meaning? The code is not perfect. That guy is not following the coding guidelines, and then the guy is not using any design patterns. It's not like design patterns is very important readability purpose, but actually when the guy is readable, when the guy using design patterns, at least he knows some flow and then coding guidelines. If using design patterns in that time, the other developer will easily understand that codings and then he can implement easily. And then one more thing, please think which project need what kind of design patterns. If just purposefully we are going to use some unknown design patterns, if we are working in our device, in that time it will create memory leak. Please understand. And then the flow should be clear. We don't want to create unnecessary code. That's the reason reusing design patterns help prevent subtle issues that can major problems, and it also improve the code readability for coders. Please, a standard solution to common programming problem enable the large scale of reuse software. Yes, when we are going to use design pattern, most probably generally we can think about we can reuse that code, we can reuse that software. And then when we defining standard solutions with using design patterns, it will help us to maintain our code. In addition, patterns allow developer to communicate using well understood names for software interaction. Common design patterns can be improved overall time, making them more robust designs. Yes, we can say robust design is a robust software design when the patterns, just I'm mentioning patterns is okay, but actually when we defining which project is required, which pattern is also very important. Please think that way. Someone giving a design pattern, okay, we have to use it. Please don't use that way. Please understand the requirement and implement the design patterns. Then only that's good for project and then that's good for everyone. Type design patterns. Yeah, now actually just I'm giving overview of this types of design patterns. In the next video, I'm going to give one by one design patterns. Design creational. This is one of the major design pattern in the design pattern. This means object creation. Second one is structural. Build a large project. Yes. See, this is a three way. Just I'm giving example here also. We have to define which pattern should match with which requirement. See here creational. The object will be creation. It may be singleton, it may be something else. Structural. We have to think, build large, complex projects, objects. See, we have to define our own thing with understanding the requirement. It's not like just I wanted to learn something. I will introduce that pattern in the project. See, it will create issue. Next, behavioral pattern. See, play with algorithm and relations with object. Yes, behavioral patterns very important with algorithm and relationship with objects. Yes, guys. Actually, this is the today's topics. In other topics, I'm going to give you in the next video one by one and then with examples. Please visit my blog. My blog URL is available in my description, and then please click on my blog and then go check. I'm providing each every video and then the example and then explanation everything. Question and answer. See, everyone have questions and then everyone have an answer. What I'm requesting here, maybe some guys are where, what, when, why, how, who. That means when we presenting something, the user will feel like these are the questions will come. Please add your questions and comments in comment section. It may help to improve my side and then I will answer the questions. Thanks for watching this channel. Please subscribe my channel and share, like, and please provide your valuable comments in comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.